Hello everyone, this is Abena. I'd like to thank you for tuning in to my YouTube channel, Embrace Natural Beauty, where it is my goal to share with you simple tips and techniques that have been helpful to me in my very own natural hair journey, that have helped me to maintain my hair and keep it in good condition so that I retain length. And I want you to also maintain your hair, keep it in good condition and retain length so you enjoy it and embrace natural beauty of your own. So today, as part of the series, I want to talk about three things as they relate to one another: the importance of trimming, the how to do protective styling, and keeping your hair in good condition as they relate to each other. Now, I know I have a video that I did back in November where I talked about trimming on natural hair. Since then, there have been some things that I've been exposed to, and I'd like to incorporate them as a new tip to impart to you. And so when it comes to trimming, there is, a general conception or belief that your hair will experience more split ends and become very weak and tangly when you go for an extended period of time without trimming. So how does that impact your hair if you do not trim your hair on a regular basis? Like we have come to an understanding with natural hair that everyone's hair is different. A good part of the difference that you experience with trimming your hair in your natural hair journey, as opposed to a friend of yours who may go for several months without trimming their hair, is protective styling and keeping your hair in good condition, or vice versa, good condition without protective styling. Okay. Now, I'm going to try and bring this all together. Bear with me. I personally like to trim my hair every 4 months. This year, the earlier part of this year, I skipped the time frame that I normally get my hair trimmed and went 2 months out. So 2 months longer than I normally do. So I went for almost 6 months, bad me, without trimming my hair. But I did not experience excessive tangling, and I did not have weak ends. My ends were still very strong. I could actually, if I find it, I will insert a video of me performing the wash and go, where I'm actually removing a tangle and I'm pulling the ends apart like this, and I'm still able to do that without having my ends snap because they're weak. Maybe I didn't record the detangling, but anyway, here is me handling my hair during that braid out video I did, just so you get a gist of what I'm talking about. If your ends are very weak and you do that, they will break, they'll snap. So my hair is pretty much in good condition from root to end because I take care of my hair at every stage of my hair. So how does that impact you if you are going for a long period of time without trimming your hair? It varies from person to person. If you are keeping your hair in good condition, if you are maintaining a regular, routine of washing and conditioning your hair on a weekly and at the very most bi-weekly basis, your hair should be in good condition because you're getting enough moisture and conditioning to your hair. But if you're wearing protective styling where you're not getting routine conditioning to your hair for several weeks or even months, then you are putting your hair into a weakened state. Even though you're going into a stage where you are putting your hair into a protective style, it becomes a neglective style if you are not conditioning your hair on a regular basis. So I'm giving you an example of several different individuals who I've had the opportunity to trim their hair and how they varied from the level of weakness and tangleness and so forth based on how they took care of their hair. So the one lady who did protective styling to the extent that she would twist her hair on a weekly basis and release only the front. So she would do a twist out only in the front, like the bang area, and wear a curly wig on the rest of the portion of her hair for a week. So the majority of her hair was protected in a nice fresh twist. So she was wearing a protective style, but it was not putting excessive strain on her hair, and she was conditioning her hair on a weekly basis. So by the time she came to me and her hair was well overdue for a trim, she was experiencing an issue where her twist outs were looking very bushy, very raggedy. She wasn't getting that pretty curl at the end. So if you have hair that's overdue for a trim and your hair is in good condition, you will retain length. Your hair will continue to grow and be strong and you'll retain length, but your finishing styles may not look as good because the ends of your hair are bushy. And so that's an example of having hair that's in good condition and utilizing protective styling in a way that is not neglective styling. If you are using a protective style and going for several weeks without conditioning your hair, you may be very well overdue for a trim, and by the time you come to me or by the time you go get your hair trimmed, you may have to remove a lot of hair because your hair may be very thin from the ends all the way to the section that it becomes dense, and I've seen that. So if you have like braids or weaves or anything like that, and by the time you come in for a trim and your ends are looking really bushy and raggedy, and you see like the density from the portion of your hair where it's nice and thick, and as it starts to get to the ends it looks very thin, then you have not been keeping your hair in good condition by the time you're going for that trim. So you can extend your trimming when your hair is in good condition and not suffer setbacks. The only downfall that you may have is the beauty of your style may be compromised. But if your hair is not in good condition and you go for a long period of time without trimming, you are really setting yourself up for having very weak ends, and by the time you do go for a trim, you will need to take off a lot of length, so you will not have that length retention. So if you do go for a protective style, I recommend doing a protective style for no more than 2 weeks so that you are giving your hair the regular conditioning that it needs so that it stays in good condition. And that's my tip for today. I hope that it is helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions and leave them down below in the comments section, and I look forward to responding to you. Until then, may you continue to maintain your hair, keep it in good condition, enjoy your hair, and embrace natural beauty of your own. Thank you for watching.